There are a lot of projects where our ability to be very, very surgical in excavations, for example, is mission critical. And so the only way we could do that is by being a technology adopter and embracing that technology. In fact, many of the manufacturers of that technology have come and sought our feedback so we can better apply it in the field. And so utilizing that technology for us to actually build our projects and build them in a manner where our customers are getting the end product that they wanted and expected when the plans were drafted, it's pretty critical that we're relying on that technology to do that. And it's something that I know the company will continue to invest in the future.
We use GPS for basically building the whole job. If we need something that day or the next day, we can get it out to us in the field. It gets loaded on our equipment and our rovers, and we can immediately do that task where if you had to have it staked by a survey company, you might be waiting a week. Getting that information quickly helps us get the job done and get other crews going so we can finish the project.
I think the old school part of grading roadways, highways, things like that has gone away. So the new technology is just a huge help to us, and it keeps us on the cutting edge of the industry.
Biggest thing I see is not just the technology of GPS, we know where we're at, but it's the process of modeling a project and trying to find every possible error on a plan set, anything that could go wrong, anything that's in conflict, because engineers just draw it on a flat piece of paper. We turn it into 3 dimensions, and we can look at it upside down, backwards, with crisscrosses. And during that process, we find all the errors. When we get out and do work, we have already found everything that could go wrong in the design process, and we don't run into problems when we're in the field.
When I first started with this company, we used to do a 2-man survey or even 3-man survey to do what one man is doing right now. And the savings is we always try to pass it on to the customer. But helping the customer is one thing, but this technology has helped us tremendously in terms of safety. It's something that you really appreciate, when you work for a company that doesn't shy away from investing in a tool that will make our job easier and safer.
The biggest technology we use in the safety system is what's called Zonar. It's a state-of-the-art equipment inspection system that we have. And what it does for us is it allows our guys to perform an above adequate safety inspection every day. And then if something's wrong with the machine, it gets sent out to the right people right away. So rather than having something handwritten that somebody might not read in a couple weeks, the attention's brought to the table right away.
The GPS on all of your equipment, I've never seen excavation operations be able to withstand that kind of a pace without having 75 or 80 different people out there laying out for you guys. You were able to do it with a very minimal grade checking crew because your equipment was already elevation driven and location driven.
It's kind of one of those deals where you don't really want to go without it. And you kind of get spoiled. Goodfellow is really good at staying up on technology, and it's kind of hard for some guys that aren't used to it, but after they learn how to use it, it's hard to go back to doing it the old school way, if you will.
Back in the old days, we were pretty much a road builder, did some of the interstate work, worked on the dams on the Columbia River, but all that work's pretty well gone. And so I think the strength of the company is being able to diversify, get into new areas of construction.
They're developing equipment today that can practically do the work on its own. It's like these cars that you don't need a driver in. That's how they're developing this equipment nowadays. Haven't got there yet necessarily on the sites, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. And for us, where we're at today, it's just helped us maximize our efficiencies and eliminate our inaccuracies. And that obviously saves a lot of time and a lot of money, and it allows us to be more competitive in the market.